HQ calling Team November. Got a lady here says she's a Desert Ranger, part of Angela Death's advance team, with an important message. Gonna hold her here till you get back. Copy.
She's a Desert Ranger?
Well, as far as I could tell, she's the real deal. Showed us her Ranger star and everything.
Do I need to remind you that the first boss we met in the game drops a Ranger star that gives you +1 to hard ass? Fine, whatever. Where is she now?
We're making her comfortable in the war room. She'll be here when you get back.
Copy that, HQ.
Over and out.
As you enter a wooded ravine, something makes you slow the Kodiak. A movement? A noise? A flash of light? It was just a feeling, but the night seems darker now. The hairs rise on your neck. Show no fear. Forward. You roar down the road, but though you won't let fear slow you down, darkness does. You creep ahead just to avoid hitting anything. After a tight turn, your headlights flash across 2 big metal structures flanking the road. Structures? No, robots! Another steps behind the Kodiak. Their servos whine as they lock their guns on you. An amplified voice tells you to step out of the vehicle. You don't really have a choice.
All right, light 'em up. Wow. And I thought Colorado trash was sad. You made a bad deal, Rangers. My father's using you for cannon fodder. Go back to Arizona before you take a bullet for him. The graves are cold up here. And on your way home, tell him to hire a better class of spy.
I like you, lady. But damn, now we know why your father told us to bring you in. Put your hands up.
Points for bravado, but my robots will turn you into a thin red mist before you get a shot off. Want to reconsider?
Why do you want to overthrow your father?
Because he's taking too long to die of natural causes. Colorado will die before he does if someone with some vision doesn't take control ASAP. And that's not either of my brothers.
You think your father is killing Colorado?
Are you blind? He's letting a crazy cowboy cult control our oil production. Our main trading hub is run by a bunch of idiots in monster masks. All that should have been state-run ages ago. Why am I arguing policy with a bunch of gun jockeys? The point is, my father has Colorado in the palm of his hand, and he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
You don't think your brothers are fit to rule?
Ha! I can see you haven't met him. Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. I wouldn't trust either one to run a mess tent, let alone a country.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there.
To think of all the years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. God.
What else should we know about Victory?
Shoot him before he talks. Your sanity'll thank you, and you'll be doing Colorado a favor. Not that it'll be easy getting to him. He's got his followers hooked on some kind of hypno-happy gas. They'll do anything for him, including die.
Tell us more about Valor.
The sooner he dies, the better for Colorado. He's the perfect puppet for some usurper like the Gippers to put on my father's throne and claim he's the legitimate heir. Of course, killing him would piss Daddy off. And you ass-kissers wouldn't want that. Might be the only way to get him out of Denver, though. Those Gippers got their hooks in him deep.
We can't let you go. You're under arrest.
You can try it, but you'll be going back to Arizona in a bucket if you do. Fair warning.
We'll risk it. Let's go.
I warned you. Boys, I will take what is mine.
Down in the valley to bring steady and about that good old way. Show where the starry crown good Lord, show me the way. Oh Father, let's go down, come on down.
Right, this electronic countermeasures business. I didn't really do anything I was hoping it would achieve, but alright, let's try stunning her. Resist stunned. Alright. I didn't want to activate Stormer yet. Attack robot. Demoralize. Okay, well, like half her hit points disappeared. I'm not sure why that is. Just so we're clear, let's go to options, and we are on Supreme Jerk difficulty. I'm guessing that the game has difficulty trying to figure out unit hit points, because I've noticed when I was farming the Scorpitron, if I marked the target, the Scorpitron doubled his hit points. If I didn't mark him, I just shot him, he would die. It was better not to. It was better to snipe him without marking. I don't think she has. Yeah, she does not have the penetrating shot ability. Should have crushed first, but I'm just trying to pace out my AP and figure out what's going on here. I'm marking you. I don't think I've ever used one of these. Now this, if they're shrunk, I think they do less damage, but they also evade better, so. Stunned!
Stand in my way will fall.
The cat's gonna kill you, lady, if you don't surrender. You are down to 115 hit points. You need to surrender, lady. Whatever. I'll pop you in the legs. What kind of loot do you drop? Patriarch voodoo doll? That's pretty sweet. A crude representation of the Patriarch made of tattered rags. Pins have been stuck in his arms and legs. Alright, so you have a laser. You use fists, a rocket launcher, a scope. Sure, whatever. Doesn't tell me how many AP, but I've got 12 AP, and this shot takes 5, I believe, so I can go 7 or 2.
you laughed about. One name never changed since you hung around.
Really, I need to do something about that first.
And they burned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya?
Oh, because I can't precision strike him because he's glitched. Because he counts as a friendly or something. So.
Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome
Now I can.
welcome back.
That's originally why I selected Quan, because I was going to precision strike, but it doesn't matter.
Welcome back. We always good spot of friends. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how it must have been.
Fire.
I know what I see you were learning in. Was there something that made you
13 AP, that's pretty impressive.
what could ever lead you? Here where we need you.
Obviously, I'm not going to keep this since I did kill the target.
Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. 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 I know what I see you were learning in. Was there something that made you turn
Wow! That was the first time I've ever used a laser turret, and I will definitely keep that in mind. That's my medical marvel, too. As we enter the epilogue, I will be editing out the song and just leave the non-voiced epilogue in. The song will be played exactly the same way once I finish the playthrough, but I don't want to show it because actually this will be the second time since I think the song actually played when I got blown up by Morningstar. So I don't want to keep showing the ending song, we'll just save it for the big finale.
Welcome back. And we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we teased him a lot. Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome
Team November achieved the impossible. The details are lost to history, but one thing was certain, Colorado would never be the same again. With that, the story of Team November comes to an end. For good or ill, you changed Colorado forever, and its people will live with the consequences. But the story of the Rangers goes on.
You can try it, but you'll be going back to Arizona in a bucket if you do. Fair warning.
Fine, your time will come.
I'm counting on it. Squad, roll out!
This here's the Porter homestead outside Denver. The oil's flowing again! Honest to God, I didn't think we'd last another day. Now, we got our heat back, and enough to spare to run the generator at night. The missus is cooking up something special to celebrate. Oh, it's gonna feel good to have hot food again. I don't know who got the oil flowing again, but as far as this old farmer's concerned, you're a bunch of goddamned heroes! Thank you!
You're welcome. I made sure to squeeze out every positive point I could in order for the Gippers to like me, which I believe has an effect on them providing oil, even if you take Reagan as hostage. Yeah, so you just need enough points to be liked. I've heard that this has already been patched out, so by the time you see this video, you probably won't be able to hack these warbots.
Honey Bun, you arrested Valor Buchanan? That's amazing! Now he can be the witness at our wedding, just like I always wanted.
Wow,
Oh,
okay.
what would I do without you? Smooches.
Let's talk to Riley Woodson from Aspen.
November, I wanted to thank you again for saving LaLoca, Rook, and myself in Aspen. We'd have been dead without you. For that reason, I want to give you this. a keepsake from my brother, General Woodson. A medal he earned back when he saved his whole squad from raiders. Kinda like how you saved my squad. He gave it to me when I left for Colorado, and he told me to present it to myself after I'd done something heroic. Well, you beat me to it, so it's yours.
Medals don't mean shit. We need to see smarter moves from our people. Do we need to nail the point home?
You are a prick. But you're right. I can do better. Keep the medal and remind me how I felt to earn it. Maybe that'll keep me on my toes. I'll be here when you need me.
We didn't know General Woodson had a brother.
Yeah, Wade likes to keep work and personal life separate. And well, I'm a lot younger than him. 10 years. My mama's favorite mistake, everyone says. Anyway, I don't think he really wanted me to sign up. Too dangerous. I'm kind of seeing what he meant now. But, oh well.
Why are you hanging out here in the garage?
Always been a motorhead. In fact, I was driving when the Dorseys ambushed us. Got us out of there by the skin of our back tires. Now that my feet are a mess and I can't go out on patrol, I figured I'd make myself useful in the motor pool. Nothing I like better than working on cars and shooting the shit. Fastback and his crew cracked me up.
Aside from your experience in Aspen, what do you think of Colorado?
I'm afraid it's just making me homesick for sun and hot wind. Nothing against this place, but I'm only here to make sure we get help for back home. My people are in Arizona. My brother. Can't wait to get back there with the Patriarch supplies and start saving the day.
As you were, Riley.
November.
Ready to roll, Rangers.
Are you happy with how things are going so far?
Yeah, things are good. I mean, there's always room for improvement, right? But we're doing better than I expected after how things started out.
So just the oil alone brought everybody from uncertain to loyal.
I think we're gonna make it. I'm feeling good. Later.
Let's see what Pizepi and Quan have to say.
Doubt that'll be the last fight between the refugees and our recruits. We need a more permanent solution.
What's your opinion of us? How are we doing?
You are Daisy's golden child at the moment. You can do no wrong. Of course, that's not true. Do wrong and you'll be back on the naughty list before you can spit. But for now, she thinks you're Colorado's best and brightest, so don't fuck it up. Sure.
Hi again, fellow Rangers. We're taking a snack break, so I'm here for whatever you need.
What are your thoughts on the mission so far?
I'm feeling pretty hopeful. We've done what the Patriarch asked us to do. As long as he holds up his side of the bargain, I think we have a real chance to save Arizona and the Rangers.
Goodbye.
See you!
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but none of this would be happening if the Patriarch would keep his kids in line.
Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't be saying that.
It's true though, ain't it? I know he's a busy man, but a little time spent putting those brats over his knee would have done him a world of good.
And saved us a world of trouble, no lie.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right, but you still shouldn't be saying it.
No, I think they should, because people have died over this.
Hey, you're keeping people alive, Rangers. That's a good thing in my book, even if it is a bit tight in here.
How are you liking it here?
Happy to be here. Glad I signed on.
Bye.
Later, Rangers.
I don't think these characters have anything like that to say.
I'm sorry to hear you killed that synth. They're not all bad, you know.
Well, I left Long John alive. He wasn't one of October 11's crew. Thanks, Irv, so long.
Thanks, Rangers!
I respect your loyalty to the old man. I admire it. He's had no greater friend than you.
Uh-huh.
And he's dying, Sergei. You know it, and so does everybody else. It's past time to think about what comes next. Who comes next?
You?
Me? Hardly. Nobody's ever wanted to follow me. I'm not making any suggestions either. That would be treason, wouldn't it?
For starters.
All I'm saying is start planning. Colorado can't return to what it was. You, of all people, know that.
Yeah.
November, good to see you. Give me 1 second to make sure the General's still there. General, are you there? I have Team November for you.
Thank you, Gonzalez. Put him on.
Yes, sir. He's ready for you, Rangers. Have a seat.
Ah, Team November. Glad we finally got through. Corporal Gonzalez said I should hear the details from you, so tell me, how's the mission going?
Somebody knew we were coming. We got dry gulch as soon as we got here. Not many of us left.
An ambush? How many of you survived?
Only a few of us made it to Colorado Springs, but we recently rescued some others.
What about my brother? Was Riley one of them?
We have him, sir. All is well. He'd been taken hostage after the ambush, but we rescued him.
Thank God for that. Thank you for your bravery. Please, give him my best, and tell him to be careful. He means the world to me. Now, what about the mission? Gonzalez told me the Patriarch's confirmed the deal, and has provided you with a HQ and supplies. I'm pleased to hear it. What are your thoughts on him? Does he seem like a reliable ally?
He's getting old and losing his grip, but with our help, he should survive long enough to give us what we need. You can count on him in the short term.
I was afraid it might be like that. A leader doesn't ask for military help unless things are desperate. Well, hold up your end of the bargain, and we'll pray he's able to hold up his. Anything else I should know about?
We're making good progress. We've taken care of 2 of the Patriarch's children.
Then we're getting close to fulfilling our commitment out there. That's excellent news. Keep at it.
We've made contact with Angie.
So, she's alive. What happened to her? Is she helping you?
It seems she abandoned her mission and is intent on taking the Patriarch down.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. That was her position before we lost contact with her.
You don't think you could have told Major Prasad and the team that?
Well, don't let her sway you. I've got no doubt her reasons are good. No one amasses as much power as this Patriarch has by being an angel, but Angie's always had a very black and white view of the world. No room for compromise. We have to compromise. The Patriarch may be the dirtiest dog east of the Rockies, but he's also the biggest dog, and he's got the most scraps to share. We can reconsider our relationship with him down the line, but for right now, we've got to do what he wants, or there isn't gonna be a down the line for Arizona or the Rangers. I'm not asking you to fight Angie. I love her too much for that. Just keep your distance and don't let her wreck the deal.
That's all we have to report.
All right then. Report received. Thanks for letting me know the situation on the ground. I've got no additional orders except to wrap things up ASAP. Our position here in Arizona is tenuous at best. Without the manpower we sent with you, we're stretched thin, and the gangs and militias are getting bolder by the day. Nor is the food and water situation improving. If we can get through next winter, next year's crops might be enough to keep us going. But I don't see how we're getting there without the Patriarch's promised supplies. So, no pressure. But at the same time, hang on. Damn it. Sorry, November. Gotta get back to it. I'll try to reach out again in a few...
Looks like we lost the signal, November. I'll let you know if I get it back.
I understand your desire to help the refugees, but this fight is proof this isn't the way to do it. Now, what can I do for you? Safe travels, Rangers.
I understand you had a tough decision to make between helping those poor hoons or saving that Arapaho shipment. Well, you did the right thing. That truck was full of power armor for the Marshals.
Got a moment to talk about your past?
Anytime, Rangers. Always happy to tell war stories.
Got any more stories for us?
So many war stories are about sacrifice and heroics and the horrors of combat, but they don't talk about the real horror. The real horror is the food. Once, we were hunting a gang called the Clown Killers, an offshoot of the Payasos. We spent months tracking them, then got a break when we spotted a supply truck with a clown driver. All we had to do was follow it, and it would lead us right to them. Trouble was, just as we were nearing the Killers' camp, the driver spotted us. There was nothing to it. We had to kill him before he could warn the others. Fortunately, it was night, so we managed it. Barely. Then we made the biggest mistake of our lives. We decided to attack at dawn and get our strength up by eating the meat he was bringing to the camp and then having a good night's sleep. Well, next morning, the aftermath of that meat hit us like a ptomaine tornado. 20 men sweating and gasping over the latrine trench. But Saul wouldn't cancel the raid, even though he was groaning and dying like the rest of us. Not gonna spend another 5 goddamn months hunting these clowns, he said. And so we stumbled through the raid, even though it was, in Saul's words, a real shit circus.
Any more stories for us?
You'll hear a lot of stories about how the Patriarch beat the Plains gangs at last, but I was there, in the thick of it. The Battle of Pumpkin Center. I'll never forget. We had a perfect ambush ready for him, but their leader, Ironclad Cordite, was a canny SOB. And he was holding back and sending scouts. We couldn't have that. They'd spot the ambush. So, we had to make his troops jump the gun and force his hand. That was my job. Me and 10 brave men and women under my command. We took our fastest rigs east under cover of night and saw their campfires an hour later. Hundreds of them. Thousands. Me and my best runner crept into the largest camp and set timed bombs in their ammo and fuel dumps, then raced back to the cars. Well, when things went boom, we fired into the camp to let them know we were there, then wheeled around and raced back west. I was afraid Cordite was going to be able to hold him back, but not even he could ride herd on 5,000 angry raiders. They chased us right back to Pumpkin Center, where the Patriarch and Daisy and our troops were waiting to rain hell down on them. A bloody day. A bloody week. But at the end, it forced the gangs to come to the table. I don't know what Saul told them, but they haven't been back since.
Goodbye.
I'll be here.
Felicitations, Rangers. How can I be of assistance?
How's the reputation here holding up?
High praise for Team November. Everyone seems to be most impressed with your efforts. You must be minding your manners very well.
Have a pleasant day.
And a most pleasant day to you too, November. Felicitations.
People fight when they get hungry. We just need a little more food to keep the refugees and everyone in HQ calm.
Yeah, even when I got the bison steaks, everyone was still uncertain. Heard any rumors around the mess hall?
Only that everybody really likes Team November. They can't stop talking about all the great things you've done for the Rangers.
We'll talk again later.
Stay safe.
What were we talking about?
How are you adjusting to life in Colorado?
Huh? I ain't never been. Here it's cold, though. Even colder than here. That's why they call it Colorado. Get it? Colorado? Huh? I still got it.
Are you getting enough to drink?
You're trying to be funny? I've been trying to catch that bartender's eye for 10 minutes. Hey, over here!
So long, Scotchmo.
Huh? You're going? Oh, okay. Yes, I'll just...
I've heard Valor was always a strange child. I hope he uses this time to sort himself out. He does have a brilliant mind.
Any thoughts on the Ranger organization?
I'm glad I joined. I truly feel we are doing some good, both for Colorado and your people back in Arizona.
Goodbye.
Until later, then.
Maybe if I power up my dice.
You Rangers are the best! Playing here is perfect!
This place is awesome! Thanks, Rangers.
Thanks for letting us play here, Rangers. Really adds to the atmosphere, you know?
Thanks for letting us play here, Rangers. You rock.
I don't know if this made it through one of my edits, but these guys are actually slouched compared to anybody else sitting. Like, you can see that they're clearly sitting forward, whereas all these gamers are just slouched in their chairs. It's a nice touch. Burnt die. Almost all of the faces on this icosahedron are charred. The only clean side has a number 1 on it. A plaque reads, "The Rangers condone neither trespassing nor underage drinking." A plaque is fixed to the base of this holographic projector. Nelius, leader of the Dorseys, responsible for the destruction of the Ranger Coloradan Expeditionary Caravan, brought to justice by Team November.
Okay, we're all gonna be cool with each other from now on, right? No more fights.
We will if you will.
And we will if you will. So we're good, yeah?
We're good.
Good.
How long is this gonna last?
If you're taking bets, put me down for 2 days.
Well, there's got to be a way out of here.
There is, but first we need a side of beef and a banjo. Oh, and a rope.
How the hell are we going to get all that?
I'm working on it, but when the time comes, I'm gonna need you to play Turkey in the Straw, like your life depended on it.
But I've never played the banjo in my life.
Huh. Okay, new plan.
What can I do for you?
Are the prisoners?
Valor's an arrogant, condescending prig, but he hasn't given me any trouble. Hopefully, some time in here will help him reflect on his ways. Realize people aren't machines, toys for him to play with. If he could use his talents to better Colorado, maybe that would be justice for him.
Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
Wait until Father hears how you've been mistreating me.
I haven't even started yet. Can you want me to let Logan inside for a bit?
All right, got the Gippers to turn the oil on. Slick work.
Over here! Please help me! Oh my god, Rangers! I thought I was dead. My husband and I need help. These psychopaths tied bombs to us, but if we get near each other, they'll explode.
Why call us?
No one else will come. They're afraid of getting blown up. These have to be disarmed within a few seconds of each other, or they both blow up.
Where's your husband?
I think he's by the garage. I'm not exactly sure where because we're afraid to get any closer. That would trigger the bombs. I think he's okay for now. Please, you have to save us both.
Who would do this?
Some crazed raiders outside the city. They jumped us while we were looking for supplies with our friends. Their faces. Their bombs blew up when they got too close. I'll never forget the shock as they went to pieces. That can't happen to me and my husband. It just can't.
You've seen many people scarred by the deaths of friends. This woman isn't one of them. She's not even a little shook. It seems like an act. Examine the bomb. As you move closer, she scrambles away.
No! The failsafe! You have to disarm both bombs at the same time, or they'll explode! Send someone over to my husband, please!
Quick look at the bomb is all you need to realize it's mostly duct tape and red spray paint. If there's any actual explosives in there, the flimsy twine attached certainly won't detonate it. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, thank you. I thought we were going to die.
Look out there.
All right, listen up. Ranger HQ in its infinite wisdom has assigned me to teach you recruits the basics of military drill. Purpose of military drill is to train you how to receive basic commands, how to stand correctly, and how to march together as a single unit.
Unit? There's just 2 of us.
And I'm an old flatfoot who never marched a day in his life, so I reckon we're in agreement that HQ didn't really think this through. I got assigned to train you kids on account of my years of experience as a marshal. And I am here to tell you that no one, not even the Patriarch himself, gives a damn how well you march on a parade field. So instead of wasting everybody's time learning how to stand up straight, I'm just gonna teach you a few tricks that might keep you alive once you're out in the field.
I need some help!
So these 2 characters I have actually not, I've actually avoided throughout the game, and I'm going to go ahead and deal with them now. Now, I'm assuming that they actually got stronger as the game went on, because I was expecting to overpower these 2, but they actually are very, very durable.
Yes! Rangers! I'm so glad you're back. My wife and I need help. Raiders strap bombs to us with some kind of proximity trigger. If we get near each other, they'll blow up.
Why do you need the Rangers for this?
Our friends died, and no one else will come. Most people are afraid of bombs, but not you, right?
Where's your wife?
I think she's over by the big entrance. I'm not sure because we know if we get too close to each other, we'll be turned into wall smears. I miss her a lot.
Why would someone do this?
I don't know. Some psychos jumped our group and knocked us out. We all woke up with bombs strapped on. Those lunatics were laughing when they told us how the bombs worked and let us go. My friends didn't believe them. There were parts of them everywhere.
There's a psychopathic dead look to the man's eyes, but no trauma. This man is clearly putting on a show for you. Examine the bomb. As you move closer, he holds up a hand and backs up.
Wait! There's a special trigger. You have to disarm both bombs at the same time, or they'll explode. Same if we get too close. Please, send people to my wife so you can disarm them at the same time.
You were able to get a glimpse of the bomb before you stepped back. It looks like the bomb is made from paper tubes, spray-painted red, and connected to a handheld radio with ordinary string. We'll see what we can do.
Thanks, Rangers. We thought we were dead for sure.
Over here! Please help me!
Well, let's give this a shot. These guys, as I said, are actually pretty beefy. And they are not legit. We're gonna go ahead and open fire on them, and my team will actually be okay with it, because they're not legit. You'll see she has 7,000 hit points right now. Once battle begins, she'll have like double that.
Oh, shit!
Missed. Come on, I clicked this. Invalid target? Why are you claiming to be invalid target?
Spotted.
See, she's got 15,000 hit points now. already think I did. Okay, I already did the body shot. Oh, well, that's fine. I like that they can mark the target and stuff. That's pretty cool. Scotchmo drinking it up over there. That's all they did. They actually did not join in the battle. Thanks, Scotchmo. Let's see what effect he has. 25% melee damage bonus. What do you say about my mom? 35 turns remaining. Since I didn't get the experience for other check, I probably will load and kill these guys again later and try to get the experience. It's not that big a deal, but for example, if some of this is destroyed later, that's where it comes from. Yeah, this is actually always glitched, I think, because I don't recall a battle happening yet. I like the wolf mercenaries are helping me out. Too bad my companions are not. I went through the trouble of bringing them down here and then removing them from the team. He's still drinking. That's Scotchmo for ya. 408 XP. Yeah, I definitely want the other Reed dead, because I get 600 XP for defeating the entire Scorpotron group. Scorpotron itself, plus all the robots.
For a long time, marshals have been the force charged with keeping the peace in these parts. Now that the Rangers are here, things have got a bit more complicated. I guarantee you're gonna butt heads with Sheriff Rangers. As far as they're concerned, it's their turn. And you're sticking your nose in it. That don't mean you gotta back down every time they get above Rangers. But you got enough enemies already. Don't go picking fights with the marshals if you can help.
Let's try, alright, let me try killing these guys so I can get both kills. I don't know why I have so much loot here. Did like, this turret does not blow up, its head had moved off its legs or something. Alright, let me do this a little more. And I don't know what that loud static sound is. It doesn't seem to be... Is it this gas heater? Is that what that is? I don't know. Alright, so give me a minute and we'll be right back.
And I'm an old flatfoot who never marched.
Incandescent incisors? Is there incisors? Brand tooth whitening gel. Tied to this jar is a note that reads, Darius, finding this shit is getting harder and more dangerous. We gotta renegotiate the price for these runs, man. I'm not sure I understand, but okay. So you get a prize for having all the cyborg chickens, which I am one away from. If I want the last cyborg chicken, I think I have to break into the... I wonder if I can do it without hurting anybody. We'll see. Let's go report into the Patriarch.
A tomb of gold.
You wouldn't be entirely wrong about that. Hello, King.
Have you found Valor yet, Rangers?
Yes, we're ready to make a report.
Tell me.
The situation with your son Valor has been resolved.
Resolved? How?
We have him in custody.
I'd ask if he put up a fight, but I know better. The boy was always weak. Too many books and computers, not enough sweat and blood. But I suppose I shouldn't be wishing he had been harder to bring in. You brought him back alive, and that's what I wanted. So here's a reward for a job well done. And my people tell me you got him back by taking the Gipper's god hostage. I don't have the slightest idea what that means, but good job.
We found a peak action figure here in the palace. Know anything about it?
Never seen it.
It's got the initials SB carved on it. Sounds like Saul Buchanan. You sure?
Guess that is mine. My pa gave it to me when I was a kid. Passed it down to Vic, but never saw him play with it. Never saw it again, in fact. I had a matching poke toy, too. They fit together on a little stand. I'm sure Vic lost that one, too.
We found a poke action figure in Aspen. Does it match the peak one we already have?
Never thought I'd see those two together again. Think I still got the stand somewhere. I'll send it over to Ranger HQ so you can show them off. Here's a little something for finding them. Brings back a lot of memories.
Nice! That's all for now.
Come back with results.
Always do. Let's see how good this armor is. Well, I probably won't use it, because I really like my resistances that I have for this. Yeah, this would make me do more damage with Logan, but Logan isn't actually about doing damage. He's about stopping the enemy from doing damage.
Have you found my daughter yet?
Be patient.
Watch your tone, Rangers. I'm your employer, remember? I expect results, not back chat. Now, what do you need?
We've been hearing some troubling things about you.
There are always complainers. What is it now?
Nelius Dorsey says you and Percival Wesson purged his family for advocating democracy.
Nelius. I always planned to turn this nation over to the people when it was stronger. But Nelius refused to wait. He called for revolution, turned family against family, weakened us. I couldn't allow that. The survival of Colorado is more important than one family. Or one idea.
We heard some more troubling things about you.
You expect me to care more this time than I did last time? What's the complaint now?
We were told you're sending criminals to the Godfishers as human sacrifices.
Better that than having the Godfishers raiding our outlying farms, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't actually think that's troubling at all.
I'm protecting the law-abiding people of this nation, and ridding it of the people who break those laws at the same time. I call that a win-win. And yes, I know this is not something an honorable leader would do, but I will do anything, Rangers, anything to keep my people safe. Honor be damned. Understand me?
We have some questions.
Ask them.
We've learned that the trembling of your hands is the shaking palsy.
My hands don't shake.
The disease will only get worse, Saul. It will lead to mental decline, dementia.
No. I don't need some muscle-headed mercenaries giving me medical advice. I have doctors for that. Now drop it.
We heard you have a secret prison somewhere in Broadmoor Heights, where you keep political prisoners. Is this true?
Huh. That rumor just keeps coming back, year after year. I have no need for secret prisons, Rangers. All prisoners in Colorado stay in ordinary jails. And if your baseless suspicions lead you to go snooping around this lovely neighborhood, bothering my finest citizens, I'll put you in one. Understood?
What happened between you and the Dorseys?
Used to be my strongest supporters. Until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me. And, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before.
Couldn't help noticing that you seem to favor your daughter over your sons.
Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing, only ruling.
Yeah, I met her, and I would say that's actually a pretty good assessment. Have you ever considered expanding beyond the borders of Colorado?
The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern.
Have you thought about what will happen to Colorado after you're gone?
Why? Are you getting ideas?
It just seems, as you're not planning to pass the job to your children, it might be time to consider another successor.
I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on.
Let's back up.
Fine.
We have some other things to report.
Tell me.
Your daughter, Liberty, accosted us right in the middle of your territory.
And you're not dead. She must have been feeling merciful. What did she say?
She showed us a bag of heads and told us you need to hire a better class of spies.
Yeah, I have. The one she hasn't caught. Anything else?
Liberty is holding Percival Wesson hostage.
He's alive then. Good. Save him if you can. He's been a good ally and friend to me. Anything else?
In Aspen, we found a map leading to the graves of your wives.
What of it?
You've had a lot of wives.
That was a lesson too long in the learning. But I think I finally got it through my head. I won't remarry. Of course, there's one woman who loves Colorado like I do. but she turned me down years ago.
Who?
None of your damn business. Are we done here?
We have a few more questions.
Ask then.
Let's back up.
Fine.
That's all for now.
Come back with results.
That was kind of informative. So I'll make another run through where I bring Lucia Wesson to talk to him, and if she has any interjections during this dialogue, such as talking about Dorsey or Percival, I'll insert that segment. Alright, I tried bringing Lucia Wesson, and she doesn't actually have anything she wants to say to the Patriarch, even when I'm talking about Percival or the Dorseys.
So pretty. You're not visiting Laura's grave again, are you?
I might. I like to leave some flowers there.
Takes some ego to erect a thing like that.
As leaders of the 100 families look on, Isaiah Buchanan passes the flag of the United States of America to his son, the future Patriarch of Colorado, Saul Buchanan, calling upon him to protect and glorify it to the end of his days. Now that you know what to look for, you can see that the plaque is actually a cleverly concealed hatch. There's a tiny pinhole near the top left of the plaque. Stick something in the pinhole. The hatch rises, revealing a vertical shaft and ladder leading down. Climb down the ladder. It's this easy to find the secret bunker. What? These luxury accommodations were custom built by the Prudent Planning Company. Prepare for your future today.
So we're agreed. Hydro crew.
I still think it needs some work.
We're badass mercenaries. We're stationed in the hydroponics bay. What about this name doesn't fit?
Hey, I want a cool mercenary group name just as much as everybody else, but it should be the right one.
As long as we agree, Mole Mercs is off the table.
Yes, obviously.
Onyx keeps the air fresh and provides fruits and vegetables. Clever.
What the hell? How'd you get down here?
We opened a secret door in a big statue. Why? Is there another way?
Okay, smartasses, how'd you find that door?
Wait a minute. Aren't those the Desert Rangers?
Holy heat, you're right. Gotta say, as one professional to another, you've really hit the ground running. We've all been impressed with your work here in Colorado.
If that's true, you know that pointing guns at us is a really bad idea. Whatever you're getting paid isn't worth your life.
That's a really compelling point. Okay, everyone, weapons down.
You Desert Rangers really take the cake. Desert Rangers. I must be hungry.
You gonna leave?
Careful. Not everyone in here is with us.
Hey, you heard of this new crew on the Patriarch's payroll? The Desert Rangers.
Of course I heard of them. If half of the stories from Denver are true, they would turn us into pig meat.
I'll bet we could take them.
Now speak for yourself. I'd rather die of boredom than a bullet.
Well, let's see how much fame I have. I'm assuming I'm at max fame, but we'll see. Yeah, that looks like max to me. Oh, this is where the chicken is. If I can't make it, then I won't be showing this footage.
There are worse places to ride out at a...
Hey, little buddy. What you doing back there?
I gotta figure out how to get this mercenary gunslinger away, but I don't think I can. Holy crap, I did it! I couldn't read anything I was doing, but...
I ain't complaining. It's some glorified babysitting.
Yep. Getting sort of bored, though.
Yeah, if I proceed further, the people actually accuse me of having killed soldiers. They'll say like, oh, you must be the reason for all the gunshots we've heard. There are no gunshots. No combat happened here.
Rangers rescue Val Buchanan in bloody assault. Gippers routed and slain.
Would you rather
Not true.
freeze to death or burn?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on.
Gone faster.
Rangers, a little snowbird told me that you gave Frank Pappas a badge. My boys and girls couldn't believe it.
It was good enough for you guys.
Just a word of warning. Frank's got a big mouth, especially when it comes to state secrets. And some folks would like to shut him up for good. I'd keep him on a tight leash if I were you. Don't let him wander far from that HQ of yours. Anyway, what can I do for you?
We have some questions for you.
What's on your mind?
We know about the work camp and what happened to the convicts who were sent there.
Hell, the work camp is no secret. It's a hard labor prison for career criminals, far away from law-abiding folks. Hard labor's better than the pillories, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Patriarch doesn't have any work camp at all. He gave the convicts to the Godfishers who cut them apart as sacrifices.
Old Saul warned me you'd dig up our secrets. I was right next to the Patriarch when he struck that deal with the Godfishers. We had lost a lot of people fighting the gangs, but somehow they kept coming. Knocked down one, another took its place. Looked like we'd be overrun. So old Saul made deals with a few gangs to protect us against arrest. In the case of the Godfishers, the deal was, we give them the worst of our convicts and criminals. They don't raid our land or murder our people. You Rangers know what it takes to survive in this world. Our choices ain't pretty, but you do the best you can for the most folks you can help. Simple as that.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with this plan. Let's talk about something else.
All right. What have you got for me?
You said the next leader of Colorado would need the friendship of the Marshals. Are we friends now?
You've done right by the Marshals so far, Rangers. If somebody new has to take charge, we'll back your play. As long as you don't do something stupid in the meantime. You lose our trust once, you don't get a second chance. And you'll have to deal with Saul's kids first. Otherwise, there's the question of legitimate succession, and things will get messy. I don't like messy. Make it clean, and I'm on your side.
You said the next leader of Colorado would need the friendship of the Marshals. Are we still friends?
We sure are, Rangers. Just don't do anything to disappoint me, okay?
Okay. Goodbye.
Roger that.